What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode. What's up, A-Rod? How you doing, man? Eagle 3, what's going on, man? Give everybody a few minutes to roll in, and then we'll get breaking down all these articles I want to go over with y'all tonight. How's everybody doing tonight? What a crazy freaking night we had last night, man. Absolutely crazy. Elon Musk coming out of nowhere, accepting DogeCoin for Tesla merch as of right now. So waiting on some more info to break on it. Then we'll have some more details for y'all. But DogeCoin spikes more than 20% after Elon Musk says Tesla will accept it as payment for merch. If you follow the trend up to 22 cents, it spiked as high as 40%. Absolute great news. Especially being that I came on last night and I was a little bit more bearish. This man tends to do things at the right time. We definitely needed that. So even through the retracement we saw today from 22, we're still sitting tight at 1830. Seeing a little bit of a retracement, but that's perfectly fine. I like the idea of how he came out and was basically saying merch as of right now, because if you would come out and say, hey man, you can go ahead and buy cars with Tesla right now, you get to go, we're accepting Tesla Doge full blown out, it would cause a massive price spike that would not be sustainable. So I do like the way Tesla and Elon is going about this whole situation, which did spike Doge up to 22 cents last night. Why? Sadly, I was sleeping, but I woke up to a nice surprise. So it was very good to see that. What's up, Brian? How you doing, man? Streaming later tonight. I don't know if we'll have a big crowd, but thank y'all for tuning in. I'm absolutely pooped, guys. We've been doing a fundraiser on Twitter. So if you have not yet checked that out, I got a link in the description below for the GoFundMe. I'd appreciate it if you could throw something towards the cause. It will be ending tomorrow. So what's up, Shape? How you doing, man? So how y'all feeling about the markets? I'm feeling a little bit better today. We got Bitcoin above 48K, just crossed that mark not too long ago. That's definitely on the way back up right now. We got Doge trading between a channel. We had these lines up for quite some time. It's nice to see it respecting that 1780 and in between 19 cents. So if we trade between this channel for quite some time, I'm perfectly a-okay with that. That's a lot better than where we were. But as you can tell, the price is not, didn't sustain over 20 cents, which is okay. We saw that massive spike. You always see that retracement. The retracement is, about 50% of what that spike was. So I'm happy with it. I really am. I do think it's a solid play. But now the ball is in everybody's court. So what do we do from here? Well, for starters, I'm going to make sure to buy something from the Tesla site using my DogeCoin, because I think that's going to be very, very important to do. So I encourage everybody, out there to, if you can, go ahead and, purchase some Tesla gear with your DogeCoin once it becomes available. I don't know if it's quite available just yet. Just bum, what's happening, man? Let's go, baby. Finally some life. We had a breath of life blown into Doge at the time we needed it the most, man. I was coming on, I was getting way bearish, man, and we're not out the woods, especially in terms of Bitcoin market dominance that we're seeing with Bitcoin at 48,204. So, but it is working its way back up. We'll do some TA on that here in a few minutes. But today was a great day. That confirms what we all been talking about for the past year, that Tesla will finally accept Dogecoin. And if it starts out with the merch, great. If it moves on to the cars, I'm not seeing that quite yet. I think they're just keeping it toward the merch. The little bit of research I did right before the stream, I think it's just pertaining to the merch right now. So, but if we could trade in this channel for quite a little while, find support, real heavy support at 1780 right here. Didn't even go back to retest it yet. We look like we're trying to head back up. That looks very good. We've hit a massive spike, came down, found support. Now we're in a sense starting to consolidate right here. So, and even in a way, you start it's kind of hard to tell, but you're setting some higher lows right here and higher highs. So in a slight ever so little uptrend right now. So Doge is looking a lot better, guys. Hopefully we start heading back I think we will get a spike back to that 19-cent range, possibly into tomorrow. But here's the thing, guys. I saw some people come out on the internet and were absolutely, worried about what happens when Jerome Powell speaks tomorrow. And rightfully so. I think everybody needs to be paying attention. I will be paying as close of attention as I can while I'm at work. But, the markets could get wrecked tomorrow. I'm still a little bearish. I think the news would have been even better if he would have reaccepted Bitcoin. He did not do that, guys. All he did was said we're going to accept DogeCoin for some merch and see how it goes. Look, it's going to go great. It's going to go freaking awesome. The Doge fam will show up. They'll buy merch with the stuff. I'm excited for it. We need it. And rightfully so. It caused a massive freaking spike all the way at 22 cents from 15. So 40% pump in what would be, about a 25-minute time frame right there. So, you don't like to see those massive pumps because you usually retrace a good bit, but Dogecoin really needed it. We were at a level where, Bitcoin kept tanking, started heading toward 45. Dogecoin would have, certainly been trading 13 or below. So very good. We're seeing it above 18 cents right now. We're holding strong. Got really strong support at 1780, and it's trying to pump a little bit as we currently it's trying to work its way up. That one candle was trying to pump. It got rejected, but we have a little slight uptrend right here, setting some higher lows and higher highs. So hopefully this trend continues into the rest of the weekend. But as of right now, I think the market's still really uncertain. I think if we didn't have the fact that Jerome Powell is going to be coming out tomorrow speaking about inflation and possibly what they're going to do as far as tapering, I think the market would be soaring right now. But we do have that lingering above everybody's head. So what's up, OMG? I won't give money to Elon or Doge to a person who won't look up sexual harassment. I don't know what that means, OMG, to be honest with you. Let me see this. All right, what's up, Fortune Quest? How you doing, man? So disappointed. Back to 18 cents. I'm a 38-cent holder. Can't wait to get there so I can move. So I got you, Fortune. You're just trying to get Doge back to 38 cents. I'm sure that's your average. I'm sorry to hear if you're down on your play, man. I did have a pretty good spike last night. Of course, while everybody was sleeping. But I feel for you, man. I feel your pain if you're holding at 38 cents, man. Hopefully we can get back there for you, man. I do think you're having lots of people take profits, especially off that spike. Rightfully so. I mean, that thing ran 40% in a very, very short time and all the way retraced all the way back to 18 cents right now. So let's hope we consolidate and we don't fall out from this level right here, because of course that would suck. There's not much holding it up, being that this was a straight run up. Now we're starting to look at old support lines for support and resistance, and they are holding up, rightfully so. So we'll just have to continue to monitor the situation right here. We're still on the fence line, guys. We did have the great news. We didn't get the news for the car purchasing power with Dogecoin, but we did get the merch, and that just confirmed what we've been thinking all year. So right now the crypto fear greed index is sitting at 28. Less fearful than yesterday, so that's very good to see. So we just got to continue to monitor it and see where the market's heading. But Doge is looking a little bit more bullish here off the short term, trying to break its way back up. A break above 1857 would probably lead us to that 19-cent retest. So we'll see if we get it this time. We hit 1917 and got rejected pretty hard. So we did have that line at 1920. So we are respecting these old levels that we had put up here months ago. So we'll just continue watching it and see where it goes. 2 more days until my winter semester is over. Hey, glad to hear that, Clubbin. Fortune Quest, thanks, friend. I just keep diamond hands holding things and losing. I bought Crow and it's now down 40% too. Maybe I'll just hold tight. But venting, it's cool, man. I'm definitely here to listen to you, what you got going on, man. So I'm sorry if you bought Crow up high, man. Stick around here, man. Hit that subscribe button for us, man. Join the community. We'd love to have you, man. It is a little bit depressing time right now, the way everything was soaring and everything comes down, but same of the game, man. What goes up comes down. So I'm still bullish, man. I think we'll see one more spike before this whole bear market actually sets in. That's when I'm going to be looking to offload a good bit of my crypto. But there's a link to our Discord, Fortune, man. Make sure to check that out too as well. I am worried there's going to be a pump and dump. I hope I am wrong. I'm a little bit concerned about that too, OMG. With the Fed coming out tomorrow, there could be a, there's a potential you could see a sell-off tonight and leading into tomorrow. Especially if people are anticipating the news from Jerome Powell will be bad. Bitcoin's really starting to move right here. Matic was doing extremely well today, back above 2 for a good part. We had Sushi was up quite a bit. We got AVAX moving back above 90. Ethereum back to 38.48. We are starting to recover a little bit. Algo still hanging low. Chainlink still 18, 125 ADA. So some crypto's getting a lot more love than the other ones right now. So we'll just have to pay very close attention to it. But we did get the news we've been waiting for that, did confirm that eventually you'll be able to buy a Tesla with your DogeCoin. And that in itself is going to cause a massive price increase. So it's coming. It hasn't happened quite yet. We're going to be able to buy merch with our DogeCoin, but it's a start. It is a start, and I'll take a start over anything right now because we needed it. If you caught the video last night, I was bearish, super bearish, and I'm still on a little bit of a bearish trend until we really start breaking out these levels. So Sandbox right now up a little bit on the day, trying to break its tops right here at 483, possibly $5. So I'm looking for a low rejection around that area right there. Let's check out Crow and see where that thing ended up. So yeah, Crow is sitting at 54 cents. Fortune, when did you buy your Crow, man? I think you'll be all right long term, man. Crow's a very good investment. I saw BNB super cheap, man. I think it has potential to mimic what BNB did in the future, man. What's up, Joseph Martinez? AVAX is going up. Absolutely, man. Love to see it, dude. That's one of our big plays over here. Love to freaking see it. Nesto, man, I'm tired of waiting on Doge. I feel you, man. I do feel you. The 22-cent spike got everybody excited. We saw some sell-off. It is taking its time, man. For people that have been holding up top, 38 cents, I saw in the chat earlier, to where we're sitting at now. It definitely is, depressing. But we did get a breath of life back into the market with the Tesla news. So let's hope we continue to uptrend and start working our way back above 20 cents to hold that level. Because we really need that right now. I'm happy what happened. I'm super happy what happened. But I'm still a little on the bearish side until we start getting above 50K on Bitcoin. Then I think the market will really start reflecting about what's going on with the local news. But I don't think that happens until we get the report tomorrow from Jerome Powell about what they are going to actually do to combat this inflation. Are they going to start tapering immediately? It might, knee jerk the market a little bit. You might still, you could possibly see a pretty good red day tomorrow. So I'm paying very close attention to what happens. I will be watching when he speaks. We'll try to hop on top of it in the Discord, let everybody know what time he's speaking, and get that information out to y'all as quick as possible. So not saying not to buy anything right now, but I'd be careful. There could be a dump when yeah, absolutely. That's currently what I'm waiting for, OMG. Absolutely. I got Crow at several prices. I'll have to calculate my average. I'm actually feeling good, just venting around, friends. I get anxious. Hey, it's all good, Fortune. Hang around, man. Hope you hit that subscribe button for us, man. Join up with the family. So getting a pretty decent 1 minute candle right here off of Doge right here to the downside. So you got very strong support at 17.95, 18 cents. So we'll see if we hold that range. The market could potentially start to take a bit of a downturn tonight, guys. If you were sleeping, I would not sleep without stop losses set on your exchanges. I think that's very, very important tonight. Just, for leading up to any type of major drop, anticipation of what Jerome Powell is going to come out tomorrow and say. So I just wanted to come on tonight, do a little bit of TA, guys. Tell you that I'm happy that what happened today with Tesla, or this morning what happened. It's not the full-blown announcement we were waiting for, but we'll take it. It confirms what we have been thinking all along. So if you can accumulate your DogeCoin, even at these levels it sits at, and get your average down, you can be sitting that much better when you do see the real announcement that we are accepting, Tesla is accepting it for payment for cars. It's going to explode. So what happens if Bitcoin don't add zero at the end of the year, like it says on the white paper? Nothing's necessarily going to happen. Nothing's going to happen. It's just, I want to see Bitcoin really, really start to move, man. From this point on, I'll show you why. Let me pull this up. So you're pretty much riding the bottom of this Fibonacci from that upswing from 69,000. You would really start breaking down. Then I'm really starting to think some bear market is potentially setting in, because man, we've went on a pretty decent ride, man, throughout this past year. Let me put up the daily. I don't know why it's not showing it. One day, boom. So here's what we're looking at, guys. Let me take Fibonacci off real quick. And this is just what I'm thinking. I might have to go 30 minutes to take Fibonacci off. Okay, so Webull wants to do this to me right now while I'm trying to do TA, but let me see this. So, all right, you're gonna have to deal with Fibonacci because it's not letting me, there we go. Okay, got it. So we're at a very, very critical price point right here off of Bitcoin. So you see this big spike he had. You kind of picture this as the big head on the monster right here, the big Bitcoin head. And you had your little shoulder here, your little shoulder here. That's a head and shoulders pattern. And you did break back from above that. So you kind of got the little left shoulder formed here. You got the head formed right here. If you don't form this shoulder right here, and we break down below this and end up back down here, it's going to be bearish for quite some time. We could see a possible retracement back below 40K, and that's currently what I'm looking for and I'm waiting for. Everything always goes back to the 200 moving average. Let me pull this up off the indicators. Edit this. So guys, I use the 14, the 50, and the 200. And you can use whatever color you want. Of course, I'm just showing you what I do. I use the bright green for my 50, and then the bright yellow for my 200. This one right there. So we are touching that 200 moving average right now. We are bouncing off of it, which is bullish. Hopefully we do start to form this little shoulder right here, and could potentially mean that we could start to upswing. That'd be the best case scenario. But we do tend to dip below the 200 before we had that big spike back to 69. But remember, guys, this was from May all the way to mid-July. That's the 3 months we 2-3 months we sat in the red and talked every night about dips. So we did have that spike back up, worked our way back to 69,000. What are we about to do here? A dip below the 200 is going to be bearish. And, some argue that, once we do get this break, there might not be a point of return for this bull market. So I fully expect hopefully, best case scenario, we get a bounce right here, which is starting to bounce, and we form this shoulder, and we continue to work our way up to make a new high somewhere in the 75, 80,000 range, maybe possibly 84. But I'm thinking realistically 75 to 77 off this next pump up we actually get. So we're waiting for it. That's what we're waiting for, to see if Bitcoin continues its trend. And I think a lot of what's going to happen here in the short-term future is going to be dictated by what Jerome Powell comes out and says tomorrow. So sorry about the rant, guys, but I had to get that out there. I am we're still on that fence line. You have to be paying very close attention to your crypto prices right now. There's a potential for a pretty good significant pullback tonight if the market anticipates some bad news from Jerome Powell. So what time does he speak? I think it was scheduled for 2. I'll check it though. The potential for major policy signals at the Fed's meeting, which concludes at 2 p.m. on Wednesday. Yeah, there's talks about dips right now. I'm getting lots of talks about people are concerned about tonight. So, I'm gonna edge on the side of caution and just urge you, I would set your stop losses tonight. Do your own research, do your own DD, but I would not sleep without some stop losses on, just in case Bitcoin would take a turn for the worse, which could absolutely happen while you're sleeping tonight, anticipation for what Jerome Powell has to come out and say. So, sorry, I heard something. But guys, it's been a super, super long freaking day. We've been rocking this fundraiser all day. Thank y'all for everybody if you did donate to the cause, man. Basically, what we're doing is we're raising money for charity for kids for Christmas. It's going to be an absolute great thing. I'm going to wrap it up tomorrow night after the live stream. So if you are from the community and you did donate, if you did like and share it on Twitter, thank you. I really appreciate it. It really means a lot. It's going to go a long way to helping out with these kids over Christmas holidays. So thank you very much. If he says the Fed will delay the taper, do you think the market spikes up? I think you will see a short-term spike. Yes, I do. I really do. But, will that get us to that 73, 72, 77 range on Bitcoin? It'd take a lot. It would take a good little pump. I do feel like big institutions will be a lot more comfortable if he does come out and say, hey, we're not raising any rates, we're not doing any tapering right this moment. But man, I mean, they almost have to. They almost have to start tapering back. We have inflation at a 40-year high right now. It's only going to get worse. They're trying to print more money for infrastructure bill right now, which, what's causing this inflation is, most of the, U.S. dollars that were printed in the last year or in circulation, they were printed within the last year or two. So printing even more money for an infrastructure package right now would be, in my opinion, detrimental to the market. So I would pay very, very close attention to what's going on right here. What's up, Benny? Looking to try to get a gold spot HNT miner tomorrow. Awesome, man. That's really cool, man. I'm glad you're getting into mining. If you got any questions, man, I know quite a few people. One of them's in the chat right here, giving everybody a big thank you for everyone who donated. Megatron, I couldn't have did it without you, my friend. So now you get to see my face for me to tell you, hey, man, I really appreciate everything you did, man. Thanks for helping out with everything. Man, you rock, brother. You freaking rock. So thank you, man. So guys, just be on the lookout. Bitcoin tonight could potentially have a sell-off. I am a little concerned about it. And it's just because we're sitting at this level right here. This is the fence right here. We dip below this and we go into this bearish territory for the short term. You could end up for the next 2 months in some bearish territory. At that point, we'll just have to take it day by day to see how everything's going. So right here, we're waiting for the shoulder to form. If we do get this shoulder, I think it will be bullish for the next couple months, which could possibly lead us back to that 77,000 range if we do break that top. And that's a bunch of big ifs right now. I'm expecting a pretty good spike, one more real good spike before we start talking bear market territory. So we'll have to see what happens. Let's see this. So back in 17, you had the massive run up. You did see some pullback, but you had, that 19,000 was the top. And then you didn't go back to set a new high, and you kept setting lower lows. And you retraced a good bit all the way back to 6,000, somewhere around the base of where you started that major pump up. So where are we at right here? Let's zoom back this way. And, it did get a little bit uglier throughout the term, throughout 2018 and 19 was terrible for Bitcoin. But until we started to pump to that 13,000 once again in 2019, hit a high at 13,000, did see it sell off, but once again, never went back to make new all-time highs after hitting that 13,000 before seeing that retracement. Now, fast forward here, we have a weird cycle going, really weird cycle going. You had a spike, came up, made an all-time high of 64,000, had some sell-off, said, oh shit, hit the brakes right here and started working his way back up. Now, here's what I'm betting on. I'm betting on we're starting to head back down. We form a head and shoulders right here, and then we break up one more time for one more brand new top, and then we might have to start talking about taking profits right there. We are running out of time for this bull cycle, but we have a lot of different variables hitting the market right now. So some saying the bull market will be extended, but on the other hand, we have a lot of people that are very bearish right now. Even a lot of big people in the communities are worried about a potential flash crash even tonight. So I'm going to be paying attention, seeing what's going on. I'm going to set with some alerts for when I'm sleeping tonight, just in case, because look, when the whales move, they're going to move when everybody's sleeping. Elon, made that move last night. It was 2 o'clock in the morning. What time did that tweet come in? Let me see. I just want to know what time you put that tweet out. Let me check this out. Uh, 17 hours ago. So yeah, it was definitely early in the morning. So here's what I'm thinking. If the whales are going to start to move and they're anticipating a pretty big market pullback, they could be, plotting right now to do some selling off tonight. And if the news is good, possibly doing another buy-in. So that's why I'm kind of thinking it could get maybe a little ugly tonight. You could see some sell-off in the markets. So I would be paying very close attention tonight. I would definitely sleep with your stop losses on. I don't think they'll raise rates till June. I don't think they can. That's just me personally speaking. I don't know what this man is going to. I don't know every intricate detail he's dealing with, what he's seeing. But if he would come out and raise rates tomorrow, guys, it's going to be a roller coaster for a little while. I just want to prepare you for it. There's a chance tomorrow where everything. I mean, he could kill the entire stock and crypto market tomorrow if he comes out with some bad news. I don't think that's what he's going to do. They're there for us to make sure everything is functional and running to the best of its ability. So, it's not in their best interest to, break that type of news. They're going to try to ease it as much as they can, because it will cause knee-jerk reactions across the markets, and we could potentially see the end of the bull cycle if we would get terrible news tomorrow. So it is something very, very important to pay close attention to right now. I mean, whenever you start talking about inflation rates or 40-year high, you need to start paying attention to what the government's actually doing to combat that, because that's going to tell if the market's going to be bullish or bearish here for the next couple years. Yeah, I mean, you're not talking short term here. You're talking long term, trying to battle this inflation. So we will get it under control, but we'll just have to see what happens tomorrow, how the market reacts with Jerome Powell when he comes out. That's going to be very important to watch. So Bitcoin big green candle could be a fake out. Yeah, absolutely. Unless this was a bear trap right here. So Bitcoin's already on the move right here. And then again, the market's so freaking wonky sometimes. Okay, so say, you have tomorrow where you could potentially, get devastating news. There's FUD in the market, and now Bitcoin's starting to take off. Didn't quite make a new top right there, so might be a little fake out we're looking at. But nonetheless, it's moving, and I'll take it. I'll take it for short term, but 30-minute, we're getting rejected off that 200 constantly right here. We pop above it. We've pretty much been hugging it for the past couple of days. Want to see that break above that 30-minute 200 moving average, which the 14 did flatline right underneath it. So I don't know if we do get it. So we'll pay very close attention to it. 48,307. Let's see if we can get this thing back above 50 and get that market roaring again. Hopefully tomorrow we have the great news, guys. Great news that they found a way to combat inflation without shocking the market. But they're kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place right there. Yeah, tweet was dirty. Definitely, Joseph. Definitely dirty, man. I'm just upset I was sleeping through that. I woke up surprised, though. When I woke up, it was still up 20-something%. I was like, whoa, what happened? Finally got the news. So we did need it. It came at a time where, DogeCoin was on a possible path below 13, 12, possibly 10-cent range if Bitcoin would have fell out right here. So it's very good to see that. Here we go. We're starting to move now. Okay, so Bitcoin is on the move, guys. Night before we have Jerome Powell coming out to speak, but Bitcoin is starting to move. It's looking a little bit healthier here. The real retest, can we get over 48.7? We might start heading that way here shortly. Let's see if we can continue this momentum. 448, 449. Mine, Ethereum, and Shiba. Yeah, absolutely, man. Megatron's into all that mining stuff, so he's. We host Twitter Spaces, so guys, follow us on Twitter. It's actually Streamlabs just dropped it in the comment section, so look for us on them Twitter Spaces. Ernesto asking possible flash crash like the last one. You can't rule it out, man. You really can't. And almost never can you rule out a flash crash in crypto, because it'll do it at once, man. It will run up and absolutely erase that whole run up and then drop below that. You just have to buckle up, man. It is a roller coaster. What's up, Pearl? How you doing, man? I'm a little tired, y'all. I gotta admit, I gotta be real. I'm not gonna be on super late tonight. I was hitting Twitter Spaces all freaking day, and it's already 10:30 my time, guys. But basically, what we're doing, raising money for a charity over the Christmas holidays for kids. Link is in the box below. If you could donate anything, man, I would personally appreciate it. But no need, I'm just throwing that out there. I would personally really, really appreciate it. We already had a few of y'all donate, so thank you very much. Ryan says he's waiting on 3 HNT miners. My average on Doge is at 42. I just sold a car and have to put 1,000 down to invest, but with all this going on, I'm afraid to. I don't blame you, Ernesto. I really don't, man. I don't know what it's gonna do, and I can't tell you exactly where it's gonna go right here because I'm uncertain my damn self, man. I do think the market is gonna have one more big pump, but I'm still uncertain, man. We got Ethereum under 4K, we got Bitcoin under 50, we got Doge under 20. Only thing really moving today was Matic, Sushi. I think they had a couple other ones. AVAX was moving. So, it's tough, man. It's a gamble, basically a gamble. If you think the news is tomorrow, for Jerome Powell is going to be great. That could possibly lead us to some brand new all-time highs in the crypto space. The stock market could recover. I mean, the stock market's been taking a beating. Bitcoin futures are slightly up right now, which is good to see for Bitcoin, which could potentially lead to a little green day tomorrow. But then we have Jerome Powell coming speaking. So depending on what he says, could cause a knee-jerk reaction. But if the shorts are anticipating that the news is going to be absolutely terrible tomorrow, you'll find out tonight. And what I'm afraid of is that it's going to happen while we're sleeping again. So I would definitely sleep with your stop losses set, just in case you would see, it's 10 to 15% market dump. So very possible right now. So I just want to make sure to let everybody know, be aware that the market could easily go on a downtrend, but I'm hoping we start moving back up. It's 50-50, guys. This is the fence line area we're sitting at. We need to start forming that head and shoulder, right? That shoulder pattern here off the daily, which could take a couple days to play out. It might be the next week or two. But if we can just start climbing back up and getting back to that 52 range, I would start feeling a lot better. Like if we would see a pump back to 52 in the next, right before Christmas, if we're sitting above 52, I'll feel a lot better. But I think we'll know a lot more before Christmas. I think we'll know a lot more by tomorrow night, to be 100% honest with you. I think we'll see what Jerome Powell has to say. We'll kind of get a feel from the market, and we can go from there. But right now, basically, purchasing anything is going to be a gamble, which could pay off tremendously, or, could not. So that's what we're dealing with. So FOMO, bro. What'd you FOMO in, man? Let me know. The Fed really has no choice but to raise rates. The big question is, well, OMG, you are right. They are going to have to raise rates, but I think if they try the tapering first and they watch it for a month or two, and inflation starts to go down, they won't necessarily have to raise rates right away. So that's kind of what I think that's the best case scenario you can take from Jerome Powell speaking tomorrow, which, that in itself might calm the market and let it ride. The interest rate is the big thing, the big nail in the coffin for the stock and crypto market for right now. So that's what I'll be watching for. OMG DogeCoin, give me some hope. Oh my. Hey man, I'm very happy about the news, Jim fam. I am, dude. But I'm still in that 50-50 fence line, man. I just gotta keep it real. I'm not investing into anything right now because I'm still uncertain. I don't know what the market's about to do. So tomorrow's going to be a tall tale sign. I do think we could really start moving in either direction tomorrow. It's still 50-50. The crypto and fear and greed index is a little less fearful today. Possibly a lot of that news stemming off the DogeCoin announcement with Tesla for merchandise. So it is merch, guys. It's not vehicles yet. So you have to understand that it's not the vehicles. So I think that's a great way to ease into it, because if you would have just simply flat out came out and say, hey, we're accepting DogeCoin for our vehicles, it would have caused a massive spike, possibly higher than what you would have saw, and then it would have came all crashing down right immediately. So I think he did it the right way, because Doge was teetering on the edge of possibly seeing 10 cents. So that was great to see. But now we need Bitcoin to get its act together to continue this momentum and not to let this news go to waste. If Elon's got something in his back pocket, it's to accept Bitcoin again for Tesla. So, still a lot of variables, but one thing we did confirm, that everything that everyone has been talking about, DogeCoin being accepted for Tesla, merchandise right now, but cars in the future. So, Pearl says, same thing, been waking up at 2:30 in the morning lately. It's not a bad idea, Pearl, especially tonight, man. I'm going to try to set some alerts if stuff goes off. I'll definitely be paying attention, man. But you know how to get to me. I'm in Discord if y'all need anything at all. I woke up at 5 a.m. today. Much wow was going on. Yes, much wow was definitely going on. I did not expect that, guys. If you caught the show last night, I was bearish. But then again, that just goes to show you how the crypto market is. You know, it can explode on you really quick, and it can retrace really quick. So I think if Bitcoin was still doing a lot better, you know, Bitcoin would have been trading, you know, just a little bit higher, 57,000. I think you would have saw a massive pump off of Doge if the market was feeling more comfortable with what we're seeing. So we'll just have to wait it out and see what Jerome Powell has to say tomorrow, guys. That's the importance that's going on right now. Never mind. DESO is dropping. I hope it's green too when you wake up tomorrow, Pearl. I really do, man. Tomorrow's gonna be wild. Papa Pow. Yep, absolutely, Bear. So Bear, dude, I'll be more active in Discord tomorrow. I did wrap up that fundraiser off of Twitter. I still have it going down in the section below. I'm gonna leave the GoFundMe open until tomorrow night when I end my live stream. That'll be the complete end of the fundraiser. But I'm tired, man. I've been chilling out. Presents for kids all day on Twitter. So we're getting to our goal. We're almost there. I appreciate all the support, man, for real. What's up, old Raven? How you doing? What's up, S Hall? Good to see you, man. Transitory, not transitory. We'll find out tomorrow. I'm not concerned for tomorrow, but it's Friday's witching I'm waiting for. I feel we'll get a bounce, then Friday flush. Okay. We'll watch it, man. You know, last witching was pretty much flat for the whole day. We'll watch it. But in my opinion, rates going up will affect stocks way more in crypto. I do think that, OMG, and I would like to believe it, and I do believe it, but you know, I haven't quite saw that separation from the stock market in the crypto space. It has not happened yet. In my opinion, I have not seen it. So we're still waiting for that. Nesto says that merch could be a power station, so those would be great sales. Can't believe ADA is close to $1. It is, man. 125. You know, dude, if you think about it, Ernesto, man, that was all the way back in March, you know, when we started picking up some Cardano, man. And it was, you know, 85 cents. So we definitely come a long way, guys. And we got a long way to go. But overall, we're sitting up on a lot of plays right here. But, you know, we saw 64. We saw 69. Let's see 70K. And I'm going to be looking to take some profits off the table, man. And I'm just being completely honest with y'all. You know, I'm preparing for the bear market. I think we're closer to the bear market than, you know, being halfway through the bull cycle right here, you know. So we'll see what happens, guys. I'm hoping for the best. I'm still a bull long term. You absolutely should know that by now. But just be prepared. Tonight, if you do see a pullback, pretty decent pullback, I'm talking, you know, below 47,000, what I would call a pretty good pullback. In anticipation of what Jerome Powell is going to speak about tomorrow. So but yeah, guys, yeah, Bear, I can't wait, man. Hopefully we get some good news, man. And you know, HUT did a little bit decent after market hours. That was very good to see. A lot of stocks in the red today. Crypto's not looking too hot either. So we need to pay very close attention to it. I won't be as tired tomorrow. I'm actually get me some good night's rest. Because I'm wrapping up this fundraiser we've been doing. And it's been, you know, honestly taking a lot out of me, but it's very cool what we're doing. I'm going to be making a whole YouTube video about it. So I'll definitely get that out to y'all as quick as possible as soon as we get everything filmed. So just be on the lookout. Doge, seriously, for tonight, let's go over this real quick. So like, I'm going to set some stop losses. Pull this up off the 5 minute. So right here, 1782, I would say 1750. If you're that concerned about your Doge possibly dipping back to 16 and a half, 15 cents, there's not much coming off that spike holding you up right here. That's what got me a little bit concerned about DogeCoin if Bitcoin would take a shit tonight. So there's nothing holding you up. I mean, you do have previous support lines, which we are respecting those resistant lines, but you don't have much holding you up right here. So that is why I'd be extremely careful. To sit there and say you can't erase those gains off of Tesla. You absolutely can if Bitcoin doesn't get its act together, and it has not. So just pay very close attention to it tonight. If you're worried about it, to possibly pick it up any lower, maybe set your stop loss for 1750, but hopefully everything starts exploding. But as of right now, this is the 5-minute, and you are below the 200 right now, and you're starting to set you're pretty much trading sideways right now, guys. So it was looking a lot better. A break to the downside right here would almost definitely put you back in that 1775 to 16 cent range, but you do have some different supports within that range. I took some down, but I don't want to have to start going way back to start looking for them. I want to see us. There's not much in that short-term period holding us up as there is in the long term. So that's what's got me a little bit concerned, on top of Jerome Powell coming to speak tomorrow. So it all depends on if the dollar bounces or not. Yeah, it's gonna be a tall tale sign right there, man. It is important to keep track of the dollar. So let's see what Jerome Powell has to say tomorrow. I just want to see my break-even point so I can just gain wait again to buy lower. I don't blame you, Ernesto, and you see a lot of people feel that way, man. I saw another guy in here waiting for 38 cents so he could sell out. There's going to be a lot more selling pressure this time around because people are diming hands in their Doge, and they are, say what you want. These crashes and flash crashes we've had since May have scared a lot of people. A lot of people are still holding, and they just figure, hey man, I've been stuck in this thing forever. As soon as it gets back in the green, I'm gonna sell, and or if I get back break even, I'm gonna sell. So there's gonna be a lot more selling pressure on the way back up. So I do think Doge is being suppressed a little bit for that reason. Oh, we're gonna pull back hard for sure, but the market does what it wants. Wait. Most of the time. So yeah, so if it goes against what the majority thinks, then it should have a pretty good pump tonight, because I'm gathering a lot of sentiment from the market, that's all, and people are expecting a pretty good pullback tonight. So we'll see what happens, man. If a trader can find a narrow path and stay off the wide path and gain. Yeah, and that's what's got me a little concerned, Pearl, because you're gonna hear me talk about this fence line a lot, because we're still in this territory. You start easing off that fence line above 50K, in my opinion, but we're not above that level. Ethereum's below 4 grand. It is working its way back up right now. Litecoin's trying to cross 151 right here. AVAX had a hell of a day. But yeah, that's all. You're right, dude. Maybe in the 30s if we start breaking that that 42,000 range, and we break down from there. It all depends. A lot's going to depend off of what happens tomorrow, guys. And there's nothing I can say to say, hey, you'd have to know what they're going to do to predict the future here. And it's very, very tough to do right now. Like I said, inflation's a 40-year high, which is bad news. They're planning on printing more money for this infrastructure package. Bad news for inflation. Will they raise rates and F everybody? I don't know. So we'll see. I think what you get tomorrow, and this is my honest opinion, they announce tapers. You may get a little negative reaction, but just something really, really short term. And then they maybe set a date for interest rates to be raised. I think it'll be some point in, maybe Q2 of 2022. I think they'll set a date, which, would calm the market for a certain amount of time, but, could wrap up this whole bull market that we're actually seeing right now. So let's see what happens tomorrow, guys, and we can touch base tomorrow night and get a better feel for what's going on. I'll be more well rested up. That way I can provide you an entertaining show, because right now I'm dead freaking tired right here. But what you think about AMC? I'll check that out for you real quick, Ernesto. I think it was due for that bounce today, especially after dropping the amount it did. So there you go, man. AMC hit that $20 range that we talked about. I didn't even see it, man. Crazy freaking day today. AMC hit 20, Doge hit 22 cents. $20 is your major freaking level right here. I'm not even gonna lie to you. You break below at 20, you're probably gonna start heading you back to 16 and then 14.50. But it has not broke the downtrend quite yet, man. You just keep bleeding off, never break those prior tops right here. You did right here, but then it bled off even more. So maybe you see a little pop up to 29, maybe $30, and then you bleed out again. You could go all the way back to $30 and you still haven't broken that downtrend here off the 30 minutes. So maybe a little bit, maybe you broke it a little bit. I missed that top right here at 27, but you go all the way back to 30 and then still see another fallout, because ultimately for me, break back above 34. If you can trade sideways around 34, that would be the most bullish scenario. It just, nothing about this chart looks bullish right here, man. You were just in a constant downtrend, having hard sell-offs. You know, if you would see a hard sell-off below 20, which I do personally think is coming, we'll see. But AMC, in my opinion, is a $20 stock, so it should have major freaking support at 20. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. Oh, thank you, man, for being as tired as I am. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, I'm gonna get some rest, guys. Thank y'all for tuning in, man. If y'all new to the channel, don't mean to sound like a freaking bear. I'm a long-term bull. I'm just being real with you. I'm always gonna keep it real with y'all. I want y'all to make money too as well. I'm on here to help y'all. So pay very close attention what happens in the market tomorrow for Jerome Powell. Guys, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button if you can. Join our community. We'd love to have you. Hopefully we can fucking start partying tomorrow when Jerome Powell comes out and doesn't give bad news for everybody, and the market starts ripping from there. So pay very close attention, guys. Look, if great news comes out for Jerome Powell, I'm way back to more bullish here in the short term and the midterm, leading into Q1. So you know, I do think we'll get that spike above 69K if we get some decent news out tomorrow, which it will take some time. It's not going to immediately spike back up to those highs, but I think we'll start naturally growing. You know, DogeCoin is going to take some time, possibly start working its way back above 20 cents. But if we get some good news, it's going to be good for the markets. So get them Z's. Yeah, I'm about to bounce, guys. Much love. I will see y'all tomorrow night. Hopefully reporting much higher crypto prices, guys, and hopefully have some good news in the market. So much love, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to smash that like button for your boy. Peace.